So here's a bit of strange Shenmue-related news for you. This Black Friday, Best Buy will be discounting Shenmue III for its Black Friday sale from the initial price of $60, $59.99, down to $34.99, a $25 discount, only 10 days after the release date. That is very strange. I can't think of any time that a game was given that much of a discount that quickly after release, unless it was something that was just completely bombing. Even for a Black Friday deal, that's a huge discount and really odd. And I wonder why that's going on. It makes me a little worried about our pre-orders just well below expectations. Is that why? That's just one possible reason, but something to worry about there. The other thing is, it means that if you are pre-ordering the game, say at GameStop, or you're pre-ordering the game at Best Buy to get that Steelbook, wherever you're pre-ordering a regular edition of the game that just has some sort of pre-order bonus, not the big limited editions or whatever, just a $60 pre-order, Amazon, whatever. That means whatever little bonus you're getting, your pre-order bonus of choice, really, with the number of different things going on here, you're paying $25 for that rather than waiting slightly over a week. And it makes me a little worried about cancellation of pre-orders, because we do have to think at this point, Shenmue 3 is not just real, it's coming and coming fast. And there's a little bit of worry about how much is riding on its shoulders, because if you want to see things continue and the story actually be finished, Shenmue 3 has to perform. And things like this just get me a little worried this close to it coming out. And it does make me worry a bit about mass cancellation of pre-orders, of people deciding, hey, that Steelbook is nice, or that medallion, or that digital pre-order, whatever you're getting as an extra, whatever you chose, people deciding that, hey, maybe that's not worth $25 to me. To some people it will be. To me, I'm still I want that Steelbook from Best Buy, so I'm keeping my pre-order from that. But I do see that as being a possible issue, and how that could affect how Shenmue 3 looks to investors or whoever is going to be helping to bankroll Shenmue 4, because there's been very little talk about how that's going to go down in the future, whether or not that's going to be a similar process, or Sega's actually going to come back in after Shenmue 1 and 2 being re-released, if they're going to come back in then for Shenmue 4 and be a part of that. We don't know at this point. And little things like this this is very bizarre. This huge discount 10 days after release, $25 discount for a $60 game. That's huge. So I'm curious to see, just from the people that are going to watch this video, what do you think? What do you think the reason is for this? Does it worry you at all? And are you one of those people, because I think there's going to be people out there, are you going to be one of those people that's going to end up canceling your pre-order and just waiting for Black Friday, especially if you are a backer and you're going to be getting a copy anyway? Maybe that second copy you are just waiting for the discount, or maybe you have multiple versions of the game pre-ordered and you're like, you know what, maybe I don't need that one particular version for full $60. Just the news is very surprising, just has me a little bit worried. The other thing too, Amanda and I were actually in a GameStop for once, just looking around, seeing what was on sale, and rarely do we ever find anything in a GameStop, and even if you do, it's not even its original case, and broken and scratched and whatever, it's another story. So we are very rarely in one, but we were right next door to one pretty much, and decided to stop in for 10 minutes. And the salesperson was talking to us, and she seemed fairly knowledgeable and was talking about all kinds of things that are coming out. And she mentioned, oh, you pre-order anything, as they usually do. And I said, oh, well, no, Shenmue 3's coming out, and I have that pre-ordered already. She said, oh, yeah, that's pretty soon, isn't it? And there was this whole conversation to where this was just this past weekend, so, less than 2 weeks from the game's launch, she completely forgot, had no idea really that Shenmue 3 was coming out. She's like, oh yeah, that's coming out soon, isn't it? And it was just this, she seemed to be an individual who was knowledgeable about what things were coming out, and it was just kind of troubling how that was the one thing she seemed to be like, oh yeah, right, like it wasn't a big deal at all. And you know, she kept pushing like Death Stranding, as we were looking at in the PS4 games, and it just, there's been a lot of things that I've been encountering both online and in day-to-day life, to where it's just these strange, worrying scenarios where it seems like there's not as much hype as there should be, considering we're so close to release. And then coming home and just reading, you know, this afternoon about the Black Friday sale 10 days after release, and it just has me a little bit worried. I'm just surrounded by this kind of almost negative energy around Shenmue 3 right now and everything I'm encountering, and it doesn't seem like the big exciting thing that should be making tidal waves in the gaming community. It's this very bizarre situation, has me a little worried about the fate of the franchise, of the series after Shenmue 3, but you know, on a personal level, I'm incredibly excited. I can't be more excited. I can't wait to play it. It stinks it's coming out on a Tuesday, and I'm gonna have things to do, but we'll be able to play it a little bit that week and that weekend. But yeah, very excited for Shenmue 3, but a lot of little worrying things going on.